the way she was talking, the way she was directing us from one place to another, day 1 they did this, day 2 they did this, she was directing us directly. I think I really felt that I was there and I saw your expressions. We felt that it's not just your research, you were actually there. You had those expressions, you had those smile, and you were thinking of those days you spent there. So that personal story was bringing in more touch, and I think it was more interesting for people who haven't been there, but to understand how beautiful Kashmir is. After that, you even spoke about your gestures. So you said on one side there's a valley, on the other side there are big mountains. You did that. So you had that scenario as well in front of us, that there is this valley. We could imagine there's this valley on one side and there are these big mountains on the other side. You explained each term when you spoke about houseboat, when you spoke about kanguri, and different things you explained. So what otherwise you could have done is probably, let's say, you would just go on. But somebody who hasn't been there wouldn't know what boathouse looks like, what it is, what kanguri is. You might just say name. But you explain each of the terms. That way it makes all the more interesting to understand what you're talking about and how really it looks like. As I mentioned, we saw the excitement as if you were right there. So that also brought all of us into that place. Imagine that, okay, yeah, we are also in Kashmir. As Sunil mentioned, a lot of time people talk about one thing and all of a sudden they change. They talk about something else. I thought probably you will just talk about the nice things of Kashmir and that would be a story. I already imagined that. But a point came when you changed. There was one side of the story, that how beautiful Kashmir is. You talked about the other side of the story, that how it is right now divided, a lot of politics involved, how this beautiful place is turned into a lot of military, a lot of problems. People are not able to enjoy the beautiful Kashmir. Rather, there are a lot of problems, and you notice that the other side of the story, and you drew our attention to that side of the story. So I think I liked your point when you twisted it and then talked about the other side, and you pointed out how if the politics is going to look into this problem, is there going to be a good side of it, or is it just going to be like that? So overall, I think, Kumud, I really liked your story, and if I may just suggest one or two points. One, I definitely understand that we didn't have, even I apologize, I promised you that I'll help you with the projector, but I couldn't come on time. But probably if you just want to use this so that you can direct that as and when you go. I know it's difficult to use, but just probably you could have done that, and the pronunciation, probably you work on. But otherwise, overall, excellent story. I loved it. Thank you.